So I had to head out, run some errands, check my mail, all that good stuff. And I decided that while I was out, decided to stop by the Grove and the farmer's market. I mean, why not? First time at the Grove and farmer's market in over a year. And you know, it's pretty busy. There were people there doing what they do, shopping, eating, drinking. I decided that I wanted to stop by Bar 326, which is just a little beer and wine bar in the middle of the farmer's market. It was one of the first places that I gravitated toward when I moved here, because I didn't live too far from the farmer's market at the time. And of course, I was going to go to whatever bar was there. It's also my first beer in a very long time. I've been trying to not drink beer. I know that I had slowed down on the drinking overall, but I mean beer, I was just like, no. Because as my doctor told me, chew your calories. Don't drink your calories. So I pretty much laid off the beer, but Bar 326, all they serve is beer and wine. And it was still pretty early in the morning. I didn't want wine. So I went ahead and ordered a beer, very much a Pilsner kind of guy. They didn't have the Pilsner that I used to drink. They had a new one called Little Bo Pills. Whatever. It was nice, cold, crisp, and refreshing. So I sat and I enjoyed my one Pilsner, because I only got one. Walked around the farmer's market in the Grove a little bit, looked at the fountain at the Grove, and my heart was broken because the movie theater at the Grove is closed. And I love that theater. I would go there often. As a matter of fact, the last movie that I saw before everything happened was The Photograph, and I saw it at the Grove. At one point I was sitting, they have like these little chairs and umbrellas outside the farmer's market. And I was just sitting in one of the chairs, and this older man came up. He had a couple of bags with him, and he set his bags down in one of the empty chairs in order to, just kind of like gain his bearings and everything. And he's like, "I'm sorry, man, I'll be out of your way in a minute." And I was like, "Take your time. It's cool. Like, I can't sit in all these chairs, take your time, do what you do." And we ended up having maybe like a 20-minute conversation just about little stuff. He's an LA native, and so he's very familiar with the farmer's market. He was telling me about coming to the farmer's market with his father, just all sorts of things, and it was small talk. And I've never been one for small talk. I hate small talk. I really do. But it was nice to just connect with a stranger, like he's not someone that I'm ever going to see again. But for 20 minutes, we just sat and talked like normal fucking people. So once he got all his stuff organized and he'd rested up or whatever, he, said goodbye and left. And I was on my way as well. I got out of there because there was really no reason for me to stick around. I wasn't trying to spend any money, and y'all know, like, the farmer's market in the Grove. I mean, it pretty much is a tourist trap, and things cost money. Visiting the Grove and the farmer's market was a test for me. I wanted to see how comfortable I would feel in a public place where I knew there would be a lot of people. And because of the CDC mask guidance, some people were not wearing masks. I would say the good majority of people were, but a lot of people were not. I had my mask on because public place, lots of people. But the thing is, I didn't feel like that paralyzing fear that I felt pretty much all of last year. Wearing the mask, and I'm fully vaccinated. We've been screaming for the past year to trust the science. Well, I'm putting my trust in the science. I should be good. God forbid that something happens, then okay, I'll have to deal with that. But just based on all the information that we're getting now, and based on the things that I've done and the things that I'm still doing, I feel comfortable. So I will assess the risk whenever I want to do something, venture out and do something, and then I will act accordingly. They say that YouTubers should never do what I'm about to do. Which is make grand proclamations about their channel, changes to their channel and everything like that. I don't know if you could really call this a proclamation about changes I'm making to my channel, because I'm really not making any changes. What I am doing is I'm taking steps to really fulfill my vision for this channel. When I initially started YouTubing, I had two goals. The first goal was to share my fabulous Los Angeles life with all of you. Moving out here from New York, most of my friends and family are in New York or in Memphis or further east. I'm essentially out here by myself. And so I wanted to bring y'all along on this kind of journey of discovery, learning about the city and showing you what's going on with me, what my life is consisting of out here. I just thought that that would be a fun thing to do. The second thing, as a lot of you know, I'm trying to break into the film industry as a screenwriter. And so I wanted to share what that journey was like. Show you the highs and the lows. What am I going through? What am I working on? What am I doing? How far am I getting? How far am I being set back? I wanted to be open and transparent about this as well. And hopefully my journey would maybe serve as inspiration for some of you if you are trying to break into the film industry, if you're trying to write films, if you're trying to write anything, if you're trying to do anything, hopefully this can serve as inspiration for whatever your dreams, whatever your passions are. Maybe you'll look at me and say, hey, if this dude can get out there and do it, maybe I can do it too. So I wanted to share those experiences as well. And there's low-key a third reason. And that reason is, again, jumping into the film industry. And even though I went to film school, I mostly concentrated on the writing aspect. I mostly concentrated on screenwriting. I took classes in production and marketing and all that good stuff. But again, my focus was on writing. Well, with this YouTube channel, I'm essentially going through film school again. I'm learning about the equipment, the cameras, the lenses, lighting, editing, looking at the different distribution channels, figuring out how to get your work in front of an audience. So low-key, this is serving as film school again. The film school I wish that I had gone to back in the day. So with things opening up, with people being comfortable going out again, and communicating with, engaging with each other, I feel like it's time for me to refocus on my initial goals for my YouTube. And so that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm going to try my hardest to do, is to show y'all my lovely, exciting Los Angeles life, bring you on my journey in becoming a professional screenwriter, and to learn a little more, get a little more practice with the actual craft of filmmaking, even if it is just DSLRs and little consumer cameras, or full frame mirrorless cameras, or cinema. You get the drift. You get the drift. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And hopefully you'll notice the changes. Hopefully the changes will be good. Hopefully I'll be able to keep up with my own plans for this channel. And hopefully I just fucking succeed. I just hope I succeed in the end. All right, so this is where I'm gonna say all the things that they tell you that you're supposed to say in your YouTube videos, which I never say. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe, share, tell your friends, post all over social media, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff, because it helps me out. And I will see y'all in the next video. I really appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all keeping up with me. Means a lot. Thank you.